Hello everyone, bonjour à tous. Like many of you, these days I'm working from home, and the added thing that I have is that my wife works in healthcare, and so I'm at home with our 3 children these days, looking after them. Nous sommes tous en train de vivre des moments très difficiles et avec beaucoup de défis. The purpose of this message is to communicate to you several updates from the city. I'm sure that you are well aware that things in this environment are constantly changing and shifting on us on a daily basis. And so it makes it quite hard for us to manage the city at this time. Now, I am proud, very proud of our community in general. Over the last few weeks, I've been driving around, walking around, looking at our parks, looking at our streets. And I have to say that the vast majority of us are following the rule of law, which is fantastic. And I want to say great work, kudos to you, and thank you very much for doing that. However, I also have to say that we have received some complaints of individuals congregating in our parks. This is something that we need to be very careful of, because this is a privilege right now. Ça, c'est un privilège à la communauté en général. Avoir des parcs qu'on peut se promener. We can go and walk. We can go for a jog, a run. We can ride our bicycles. We can go there with our families. And we are monitoring this situation on a daily basis because we're afraid that at one point or another, we may have to go down the path of possibly looking at closing our parks. We're doing everything that we possibly can in order to preserve that privilege that we have right now. Parce que, enfin, c'est un privilège d'avoir nos parcs. C'est un privilège de se promener, d'aller avec nos bicyclettes, de se rencontrer, ou pas se rencontrer, mais d'aller avec notre famille. I want to reassure you that as a city, we have applied all directives of the health authorities and the governments. Our offices, as you know, are presently closed. However, our staff are working from home. And with this being said, they're doing their best in order to render services to us. There may be a little bit of a delay in some cases, which is only normal because we are not physically at the offices. Nos bureaux sont présentement fermés, comme peut-être vous savez, mais notre personnel travaille de leur domicile. Alors, ils sont là pour essayer de nous aider le plus possible. Notre ville, je vais vous informer que notre ville a appliqué toutes les directives du gouvernement ou des gouvernements et aussi de la santé. Now, there are some initiatives that I want you to know about. We, first of all, extended the second installment of the municipal taxes. If I stand correct, the date is June 29th, that they are due now from May 28th. It has gone from June 29th. If you need more information, simply call the city and someone will answer any and all of your questions. We are also looking at different ways to serve our community and to protect our community and your well-being during this time. I want to inform you that a team of volunteers is calling all of our seniors that are over 65 to ensure their well-being, to make sure that they're okay and to look after them. A special telephone line has been created for seniors and those that are vulnerable in our community. They can call the city and we will try to assist them as best as we can. The telephone number is, for your reference, 514-684-9391. To date, all residents of Dollard-des-Ormeaux have received an automated message from the city to urge you to stay at home and only go out if you really have to. And if you're of a certain age or vulnerable, please get in touch with the city. Now, I want to talk to you about something that I find is very important. It's called social responsibility, common sense social responsibility. Let us begin by saying, stay at home. Stay at home and only go out if you really need to in order to get your groceries. stay at home and only go out if you need to get pharmaceutical goods. Or if you're helping someone or a loved one get groceries or pharmaceutical goods, this is where you're supposed to be focusing your time, okay? It's not a time to go out and start to enjoy yourself and start to get together with your friends. Every time we do that, we risk of spreading COVID-19, and every time we spread it, we inundate the hospitals. Et après ça, on cause un problème pour les hôpitaux, et puis eux autres, ils ont le problème, and we have the problem. And unfortunately, spreading the COVID, as we have seen very quickly, results in people dying or people not doing very well. Now, to all those that are returning or have returned from abroad, and to the snowbirders, welcome back. Welcome back from Florida. I hope you enjoyed your time. Welcome back to the community. However, I need to press upon you that now is a time that you need to stay at home. You need to stay at home for the next 14, 15 days in quarantine, in isolation. We have done our best as a community to protect everyone, and we are asking you now to help us continue this fight against COVID-19. To all those that are 70 years and over, we ask of you to, again, please stay home. It's the responsible thing to do. Again, if you need assistance, you can call the city once again, or I should say this telephone number is 514-684-9391. I urge all residents to exercise social responsibility during this time. Let us all be responsible. Soyons tous responsables pendant cette période de COVID-19. Now, some of you have asked me over the last couple of weeks about volunteering. How do I get involved? How do I volunteer? And to all those that want to be proactive, to all those that want to get involved in the community, pour ceux et celles qui veulent s'impliquer dans la communauté, qui veut aider les autres, there are two places that we're going to guide you to. The first is the Volunteer West Island. The Volunteer West Island is an organization that takes in volunteers and also takes in those that need and pairs you up. And they do their best to pair you up geographically so that you, as an individual helping, don't need to start going all over the West Island. You can actually stick locally to Dollard-des-Ormeaux. Their telephone number is 514-457-5445. And in fact, on this note, I spoke to them in the last few days, and they are ready for anybody that wants to come forward and volunteer. The good news is that they have a lot of volunteers, and this is great news for the community because as the weeks go on, we're going to need more and more volunteers. Or the second place that you can do this is you can get registered online to an organization that's called Je Bénévole, and it's www.jebénévole.ca. Alors c'est www.jebénévole.ca. Lastly, the city needs your help. The city is looking for individuals that are living around our parks to keep a vigilant eye on our parks to make sure that people are not congregating. You may recall just moments ago at the beginning of this opening statement, I said that our parks are a privilege, and we want to try to maintain and keep that privilege for everyone. I would hate to see our parks being closed and for this luxury to be removed. And so this is why we're asking our community to keep an eye on our parks and those who live around the park. Now let us use our common sense. If you see a family going for a walk or a jog, no problem. This is wonderful. It's like them utilizing our streets, going for a walk. So long as we're keeping social distance from one another, it's normal. Try to interpret the situation. If you're not sure, then we encourage you to call our municipal patrol. Okay, and you call them when you begin to see people congregate. We've had instances where a group of kids from 15 to 20 years old showed up and they started to play a game of soccer. This is not a time to start to play soccer. This is a time to stay chez nous. C'est le temps de rester chez nous. Si vous voulez utiliser les parcs, aucun problème. C'est nos plaisirs. Ils sont là pour les utiliser. They're there to be used. But let us be responsible. The telephone number for our municipal patrol is 514-684-6111. Now, we all know people that don't like to follow the rule of law. We need to be responsible. We need to take this upon us and inform our friends, inform our family relatives that don't necessarily like to follow rules, and telling them, look, there's a risk here. COVID-19 is no joke. All right? We start to get together and start to have parties or start to socialize. We spread this, and all of a sudden, once again, the hospitals will find themselves inundated. And unfortunately, we've seen what the results are. In some cases, it leads to death. The beauty is a very small percentage, and I don't want to dismiss one death. God forbid, we don't want anyone to die in our community or any community. And I think this is why I'm pressing upon you the importance of spreading this word and making sure that it's clear to everybody. We will overcome this as a community. We will overcome this and we will beat this. C'est très difficile, mais je suis sûr que nous pouvons y arriver, mais tout ensemble. Et j'ai un message pour vous autres. C'est restez chez vous, restez en sécurité et restez connectés avec vos familles, avec vos familles et puis vos amis. Stay connected. Stay at home. Stay safe. Merci beaucoup pour votre attention. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.